All right, we're going to get started here in about 5 minutes. Well, maybe 4 minutes now, and that's just long enough, hopefully, to get the ads out of the way. Right? Who wants ads? Not right away. So we're going to give them a chance to kind of start up and go through their thing and get done with it, as it were, and then we'll start into the stream. Mental note, Justin, you still forgot to change out your logo on YouTube. Good job, Ace. Hey, lots been going on. We'll get into that when we get into the stream. Until then, grab your favorite beverage. I'll join you in 4. That sound means the ad's starting. Let's get it over with. Everybody should be back from ads on Twitch. On YouTube, you're like, what's going on? I don't see any ads. We'll be starting here in just under a minute. that shouldn't have played right away. It should have been the other thing, but you know, I will roll with it. You got a sneak peek if you're here early. If you're early, you got a sneak peek of what's coming. I'm really excited, really happy with myself for, you know, creating what you just saw. Threw that together real quick this morning. Whiskey Wednesday, Christy. Thanks for joining. We have a short stream today, but it's going to be a good stream. Doesn't mean it's going to be a bad stream. It's going to be a shorter one, and it's for a couple of reasons, which we'll get into here in a second. It's already been a long day, though. It's been a really long day. So, to start off with, should be good news. I got my new vocal booth today from Studio Bricks. Awesome, right? The bad thing is, it was a surprise. It's here. They were supposed to call me and set up a delivery date, which I would have set up for this weekend, so I had time to clear out space for it. That didn't happen. It just showed up. And I couldn't just tell them, hey, take it back, because then I have to pay for a missed delivery and a redelivery date, and that's expensive. Because the vocal booth is 1,200 pounds. So currently, I had to sweet talk the guy into pushing it up onto my driveway, because they explicitly said they won't do that. But I'm like, dude, come on, help me out. I'm like, you guys didn't call me. You didn't let me know. I have no space for this right now. I've got to scramble and figure this out. Could you work with me and help me get it up the driveway just a little bit so it's out of the way, so it's not in the street, right? Because I have a slope, like there's really no sidewalk, and then there is a sidewalk, but it's like curved, and it's, you know, it's just a simple pathway, and then it goes straight up into my driveway, so there's nowhere to put it, right? If we don't put it in the driveway, so it's still out there right now. So after this stream, I got to go out there and basically rip the whole package apart and put everything in the garage. Before it rains, which I think is coming in the next couple days. So I gotta hustle after this. So that's gonna be my night. Which delays other projects, you know, narration stuff for audiobooks that I'm doing and stuff. But whatever, right? You roll with it, because what else are you gonna do? Surprise! And oh my god, 1,200 pounds. 1,200 pounds. Yes. Mama, hey, how's it going? It is. It's Whiskey Wednesday and it's Poetry Wednesday. And I have some pictures I can show you of the drop-off here. There you go. There's that bad boy. As you can tell, I can't fit it into my garage because it's real tall. That, and I don't have a pallet jack, so that thing ain't moving. And I don't have a dolly big enough to move that sucker. And I'm not about to move 1,200 pounds by myself because I don't like the shape of the pancake from my body. So, yeah. An encoder error occurred while recording. Okay, well, I don't remember setting up recording, but hopefully I'm still streaming. Hopefully I'm still here. But anyways, so that's what I get to deal with. Yay. Hearthside, what's up, buddy? Yeah, that's the new booth that just, surprise, showed up today. They were supposed to call me and set up a delivery date. I don't have room for it, so I gotta hustle. And get it in there tonight. So this will be probably a shorter stream, because right after I'm done with the community poetry, which we'll talk about next, I'm cutting it and bouncing because I got to get that in the garage. So gonna be a long night. But there's always a bright side. I have a new vocal booth, and it's gonna make my recordings that much easier and faster and more efficient to do, because I don't have to deal with all the interruptions. There'll still be some interruptions. I mean, you know, the train comes through town or a plane flies over. You're not going to block that sound out. At least I'm not with a booth. So, but it'll take down all the other noises, which is what I really need, the noise rejection. Because the booth that I have right now is fine. Cuts down reflections. That's all great. It just doesn't really have a lot of noise rejection, right? It's not soundproof, right? So this will be much, much better. So I'm actually really, really excited about it. Even though my face might not say it. I'm excited about it. Yeah, it's outside right now. It is where you see in these pictures right here, it's still there. So I got to go outside and rip that thing apart and bring it in, because it's not pre-assembled. You got to assemble it yourself. It's kind of like Legos, you know, the studio bricks, right? The bricks part of it, Legos. You get it? See what they're doing there? Yeah. Yeah. But I know it won't get stolen because it's 1,200 pounds. So good luck. And my ring will go off and I'll know what you're doing. So, you know, there's that. Poetry night. Let's talk a little bit about that, shall we? We shall. Poetry stuff. I'm going to bring this up here real quick and cover this mug. This is what we're doing tonight. There's a little taste of what Poetry Month is. So the Same Page Discord, if you're an author or a poet and you want an invite, let me know. I'll shoot you one, no problem. I'll get you in there so you can take part in this really cool thing, actually. Writers get together and poets, and they go through these basically daily prompts, but you have kind of like a weekly flow to it for the month of February. And if you would like to participate, you can, you know, put your poetry in there, into the Discord. And then if you want it to be read on a stream, the streamers that are a part of the Discord will read your poems live on their streams. I think that's pretty cool. So not only do you get to write some poetry, you immediately get it out there in front of a stream, right? You get to hear your work live, as it were, right? I think it's super, super cool. But here's basically an example of what was happening, you know. Let's see if I can do this right. I didn't really line that up very well. This is really tough. All right, I'm going to stop doing that. Okay. But yeah, I think it's super cool. So there's an example of some of the prompts. But if you're a writer, poet, and do it. And the really cool thing for me too is I haven't really read a lot of poetry outside of the stuff that you have to read in school. So it'll be kind of a pretty cool, unique experience for me too. I don't really go down that route a lot, and maybe I will more. I don't know why I don't. I just don't seek it out normally. But maybe I should, because I've kind of pre-read some of these, not all of them, and they're pretty good. I like it, especially the haikus. I like the haikus. They're cool. I like that. I like that stuff. I think they're clever, and you have to be kind of clever to get the syllable. I still got to tap to do the syllables. Do you do that? You tap. Like, this is 2 syllables. Oh, okay, that's 3. I still have to do it. Anyways, just me. You love poetry. Oh, cool. I haven't really read a lot, but we're going to change that tonight. We're going to change it tonight. I think it's really cool. We'll get into it. I started something real quick, and we're going to get into the whiskey that we're drinking tonight. But real quick, let's talk about something that is new on the channel. I want to draw your attention to. I started, and I don't know if you guys know what this is, but I started what's called an infinity bottle. That's right. The Whiskey Wednesday. I don't know if you can read that. It's kind of hard to get it in focus. The Whiskey Wednesday infinity bottle. So what is an infinity bottle? You might be asking. Well, obviously it's a bottle full of booze. But how did it get there? Well, you add it to it. So all the little leftover bits of your scotch or whiskey or bourbon, you add to your infinity bottle. And that way it is always infinite. It is never empty because you're always adding to it. And the flavor profiles change. That could be good. That could be bad. You never know. But it's constantly changing, and it's a constant growing experiment and blend, if you will. So I've started a community goal. If you add channel points, which you earn by just being here and watching, you can contribute your channel points to that. And once we reach that goal, the next Whiskey Wednesday, I'll be drinking a glass of this instead of whatever our normal blend will be. I've also put in some channel point redemptions where you can have me take a sip, a shot from the infinity bottle, and I'll update you. How's it going? I don't know, I thought it was kind of fun. So something we could do, when we get down to the ends of whatever our bottles are, or just at the end of the month, because I like to kind of run a theme with the whiskey as well. We can add to our infinity bottle and keep it kind of going. I thought it'd be kind of neat. So right now we have a blend of a bunch of stuff, which I need to put into the channel so that you guys know what's in it. But it's basically all the stuff that we've been having this whole time. So, and a little bit of what was in here before, which was, what is it? Why am I drawing a blank? They have a Magnus is one of their, Highland Park. Oh my gosh, brain fart. So it's got Highland Park 12 year in here right now, just a little bit. And then the rest is basically what we've been drinking on stream. And I had to get Highland Park Magnus because Vikings, that's why. But anyways, I thought it was kind of interesting. I don't know, it might be silly, but whatever. We'll add to it. And then if you redeem the channel point thing, we got to do the Das Boot. That's how we do the shots. Anyways, it's silly, but I like it, and we're doing it. Okay. Or maybe not, I don't know. Be redeeming my own points here. So, added to the infinity bottle. Look at you, Alan. You're already ready to go. How's it going, Alan? Oh, and you know what? I've been missing doing these things. You guys got to keep me honest. I need to do build one of those things where it just when you jump in, if you do the streaming stuff, it just kind of shouts you out. But I've got tons of friends here right now that do the streaming things, and you should check every single one of them out. Harside, an amazing, talented narrator. Definitely check out his live streaming. Where he actually no crap records audiobooks, which hopefully I can figure out how to do here soon. Christy, thank you for joining, is a fantastic writer, author, and she runs streams. I enjoy her streams in the morning because it's like productivity time, right? Do these sprints where you get work done, then you take a break, and then you get more work done. I'm pretty productive unless I'm distracting her in chat, which happens. Apologies. Mama is always joining me here. Thank you so much. Also stream. Check out and I think correct me if I'm wrong, Mama, but you have some poems in here too, right? Did I see that? I think I did. I could be really, really wrong, but I think they're in there. Did I miss anybody? I know Alan was in here, right? You tried to escape me, Alan. I got you. And Alan, another fantastic narrator, streamer. And I heard, a little birdie told me, that Alan might be jumping into a little bit of voice acting stuff. So maybe you guys will hear something about that soon. Maybe if Alan wants to share, I'll leave that up to them. But maybe you'll hear us both in an audio drama soon. I don't know. That'd be really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. And Mama, yes. Awesome. You're in there. Awesome. Cool. We'll be reading your stuff for sure then, because I just threw everything in a big list and we're just going to read through it. That's what we're going to do. I miss anybody? I feel really bad if I missed anybody. Let me just do an @ real quick. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, type in a message. I'll get you. But let's get into the whiskey, shall we? Because then we can get into the reading, and then we can do that kind of stuff. So anyways, let's get into the drinking. What are we drinking tonight, stream? What are we drinking? What do we got? I'm so darn proud of that. I made that this morning, and I made it for me, okay? Is it cheesy? Absolutely. Which to me makes it amazing. We're drinking some Four Roses bourbon tonight because it fits with Valentine's Day theme, right? Right. We got to do it. Oh, that was a little tiny pop. Let's try that again. That was a little better. Got to get the pour on here. The Four Roses. Now I've had Four Roses before and I do enjoy it. And I usually get the single barrel, but I've never actually just had their plain old bourbon. Just the cheap $20 bottle. So we had to try it because it's roses. It smells so good. Catch up on chat here for a second. All shares developments arise. Okay, but so far everything's in the talking stage. Okay. All right. Christy, the whiskey cam. That's right. You got to see the pour. You got to enjoy it with me, right? You got to have the... My wife got me this thing, and I think it's absolutely amazing. She's like, look what I found. I'm like, this is why we got married 19 years ago. That makes me sound old, doesn't it? We got married 19 years ago. 80. And I don't even know how long 80 is. Anybody know? I have no idea. Oh. It's just, honestly, Four Roses in no way sponsors this stream at all. If they want to, reach out. But I'm saying it's fantastic. Like, normally, like I said, I get their single bear, but you don't even have to get just the regular cheapo $20, but it's fantastic. It's so good. It's everything you want in a bourbon. It's kind of sweet, has that nice burn. It's pretty darn good. It's going to make this stream good. Steve! How's it going, Steve? Steve has been, okay. All right, Steve, what's your website? Put it into the chat, because Steve is, honestly, every time I see Steve, he's like, check out Whiskey Wednesday to everybody. Even when I go into like Clubhouse and I'm listening to him narrate, check out it's like I said this morning, Steve, I'm going to have to put you on payroll. That's what's going to have to happen. So I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. But put your stuff out there. I gotta put your stuff out there too. I think it's SteveCoronaProductions.com. Oh, I could be wrong. Four Roses, did I say? Yes, I did, Steve. I said Four Roses. Steve's on YouTube. For all those of you on the Twitch, it might be weird. Oh, I've got to That's one thing I have to figure out. With the new channel point thing and doing the infinity bottle thing, which is right here if you didn't see it earlier, Steve. Got to figure out how to make that interactive with YouTube as well. And I think I have an idea of how I could do that by a command or something. But I'll get that in there. And Four Roses is fantastic in what we're drinking tonight. Back in yesteryear, absolutely. All right, Alan B. Lurkin, once again, thanks for the redemption. Absolutely. It was very uncomfortable and a fun challenge. Well, you put something spicy on. Well, you put a new one in there, and I missed what you said was the new one. And I'm like, oh, there's a spicy one. It says new, but I guess it meant new for me, or maybe nobody had used it yet, so it's new. I don't know how that works, but I'm like, spicy challenge while you read and narrate. Yes, I want to see this. Alan was a good sport, and I think you finished the whole bag, didn't you? I think you were pretty close by the time I actually had to let go, but it was a champ. It's a champ. They actually look kind of good, like mango and spice and blueberry and spice. It kind of sounded good. But let's talk about some stuff real quick before we get into the thing. Quick announcement for what we're going to be expecting next week and hopefully going forward. I'm going to be doing a couple more days of streaming. I'm kind of getting comfortable with the idea of streaming, and I think I can kind of commit to a set schedule. So let's stream more, shall we? Yes, we shall. But I'm going to theme each day, and I love alliteration, as you will see. This is what's going to happen. Mondays we're going to stream, and it's going to be called Macabre Mondays. And we're going to be doing horror, science fiction, short stories. Usually I do some narration for a horror short story podcast, which I'll talk more about on Macabre Mondays. We're going to start this next week. I'm thinking about also taking the time from 7 o'clock down to 6 o'clock. Because it gets kind of late for my East Coast folks, right? It's like 10 o'clock there. That's late. So we got to bring it back a little bit. So maybe you can jump in a little easier. And you won't have to have these sultry tones putting you to sleep just kidding. We're still going to have Whiskey Wednesdays. So we're going to have Macabre Mondays, Whiskey Wednesdays, and then Throwback Thursdays. And we're going to jump into some classical literature, some not open source. I'm going to say open source. That's not it. Public domain. It's kind of like open source for the literature world, but not public domain stuff. So we're going to be going back to the old classics maybe and doing some of that stuff because I enjoy it. So why not bring that enjoyment to y'all? So Macabre Mondays, Whiskey Wednesdays, and Throwback Thursdays starting hopefully next week. That's my plan. So I got some ideas and some big changes and upgrades I need to do to this whole stream thing, so it's a lot of work. But we're going to get it done. That's what we're going to do. Also thinking about bringing a little bit more voice acting to the stream. I do some character voices for a couple of different audio dramas, and I'm thinking about diving more into that. I just announced, I think last stream, that I'm doing a couple characters in a video game, and I really enjoyed it, and I think I want to dive more into that. The Biggleboss Incident, if you want to look that up on stream. It's an indie game, and it was a ton of fun doing voices for that. I do 4 different characters in that project. So, yeah, it was great. But I'm thinking about bringing more of that maybe to here. So we can check out some of that maybe. I think it'd be kind of interesting. Why not? I think that only leaves one.
Are you still talking?
Yes, I'm still talking. I am still talking. We're going to go to the booth and we're going to read some stuff because that's where we're going next. I'll see you all over there. And I won't forget to grab my whiskey this time. See you there. All right. Hey, camera. No, not the ceiling. Me. No. You focus. All right. Over here. No. Why is it doing that? All right, let me get situated and fix that camera. I think the camera's trying to say something. Like, people would rather stare at the ceiling than your face. You have that face built for radio. All right, can we focus? Can we focus? Right here. Right here. Stay. It's one of those like, what do you call them? It's the OBSpot cameras where they can like move and stuff and like follow you and track and do all that kind of stuff and like zoom in, zoom out. But it's annoying when it does that whole like look up at the ceiling. Anyway, you don't care. Let's get into the reading. Let's get into the reading, shall we? Let's open up these bad boys. And of course it closed. As it would, right? Totally prepared, I promise. Oh, and Steve says, dude, I want to join you sometime. You should. You should. We should figure out a way to do a combined Whiskey Wednesday. Or something. There's ways we could do this. We'll brainstorm. I'll brainstorm. We'll make this happen. Poems. Open it. There we go. All right, cool. Alrighty, and I'll try to remember here too, keep me honest, to say everybody who contributed a poem. I do not want to forget that because that's important. And that's the whole point now, isn't it? Turn that up just a little bit. Also, if you're keeping track of all the flubs and mistakes, there'll probably be a lot because I don't really read poetry a lot, like I was saying. So one of my moderators, when he's here, has turned this into a drinking game where every time I make a flub, he takes a drink of whatever beverage. If it's an adult beverage tonight, drink responsibly. There's a lot usually, so be careful. Switch to water. It's okay. Nobody's going to judge. It's all right. It might get dangerous, is what I'm saying. Depending on how flubby I am. Usually it's a lot. So I'll try to keep track myself. But keep me honest. And we'll go from there. So we started up like Windows 98. Yes, we shall. Let's get into it. I'm excited to get into it. It's a nice ceiling, not going to lie. Thanks, Alan. I worked hard on it by setting up this PVC contraption and moving blanket, sweatbox. Alrighty. First poem by Lottie. Awesome. And I believe the title is Time is Inching to a Close. I try to explain myself, justify, I suppose, that I want to complete myself at the close, like a circle drawn with one hand. Big as can be, see, I have it planned. Down to the sentence, the letter, the tone, down to the flesh, the skin and bone, that I will be the best there's ever been, a shining star, lean and mean, a string bean with bruised knuckles. I'll douse myself in fur and honeysuckles, like some fey queen on my May day. I compete. Yeah, let's start that over. I compete with time. Seconds lead me astray. So I'll beat the minutes and seconds and hours by buying myself a bouquet of flowers. Because I deserve it, do I not? For all the life I've suffered and fought. So I walk in, keys in mouth, wildflowers set on the table. I deserve a beautiful life, even if time is unstable. I like that. And you do deserve flowers. That's right. That's cool. I like that. A lot of things going on in this one. Oh, man. I didn't even think about that. Like, should we break them down? No, probably not. We're just going to read them. So you want to hear my take on it anyways. That's good. We're off to a good start. All right. So then spicy fruit salad, as I almost knock everything down on my table, has one here. It's a short haiku about their morning called, and I can identify with this so much. My day job is like this. Monthly report hell. Reports multiply, like rabbits on my desktop. Send help or coffee. I love that so much. I want to get that framed. Spicy fruit salad. I'll be reaching out to you. I can't live without coffee in the morning. And other people can't live if I don't have coffee in the morning. You know what I mean? Report hell. That meaning hell. Always. We meet about the meetings that we're going to have, about the work that we can't get done because we're having meetings. You know. All right. And then I didn't copy the full name. I think this is Ryder Lee. Yes, this is Ryder Lee. Also a streamer here on Twitch. Check out their channel, Ryder Lee. This one is entitled, There Will Be a Day. I see a day where tears no longer stream down the face of self-worth and innocence, malice carved sunken depths around the eyes, diminishing a light that was not theirs to taint. I see a day where love thy neighbor holds merit in the actions of those crossing the streets, and not seen as simple words on a simple page, as part of a precious book, its mortality muted. I see a day where compassion is a sweet melody, thawing the hearts of take and hate, and painting the minds of black and white with the true colors the world holds. I see a day where all souls blaze their truth, as people just like you, people just like me, cease wielding language and skin as weapons, and let us tap unity's dance to heal this bleeding earth. I see a day where I can lower my many shields, where I can tell my inner child she is safe, where I can tell my current self she can rest, where I can tell my fear no one can cause us harm. That day is a bleak twinkle in the far distance, nearly shattered by grief yearning to swallow whole. But I believe in that day, in its spirit, and that spirit forever rises me to my feet, fall after fall, no matter the tears on my face. Ryder Lee! Look at you! That is fantastic. I love that. I want to read that again, but I have a few to get through, so we won't. That's fantastic. All right. Shane contributed one. This one is entitled Goals, I believe. This year I'll find a home to call my own, where love will bloom and will never be alone. That jingle means ad break, so we'll pause here just for a second. And we'll enjoy our beverages while we wait for the ad to be over, so nobody misses any of this. Because we have a good one coming up here, a longer one. And I think the name is down at the end of this one, so we'll cover that at the end there. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, I didn't reset my flub meter. It was 89 times. That's not good. You guys got catching up to do. That's what that means. Oh, man. Oh, hey, Spicy Fruit Salad joined us. Well, then they might be in an ad break, so we're going to say hi again, okay? That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. And did Ryder Lee come in and I just missed it? Oh, man. Alrighty. Okay, time is entered to... Okay, Spicy. Yeah, there we go. Look at you. Backing me up there. Thank you. Appreciate you. Alrighty. Catching up on chat. So we got to check up on that. And I think Ryder Lee joined us. So we got to say hi. All right. I believe the ad break has ended unless Twitch is lying to me. And in that case, I'll just say this all again. I don't care. We had some folks join us. It looks like we had Spicy Fruit Salad join. Hello. Joined just in time. Did you hear yours? I hope I didn't flub it up too much. I reset the flub counter, by the way. I noticed it was on 89. Haven't messed up that many times. Let's see here. And then I think Ryder Lee joined us as well. I think. And if so, that means I can shout out. No, I can't. Okay. All right. Well, check out Ryder Lee anyways. Okay. Spicy Fruit Salad says, oh, thank you for the claps. Thank you. I don't have any whiskey, but I do have some in the house. But I also have to work tomorrow. No pressure. You can just have some hot cocoa or a beverage or no beverage. You don't have to drink anything. But I'm drinking some because it's Whiskey Wednesday. It's like my excuse every week, right? It's kind of a way to calm down. Just have a nice drink, nice little nightcap, as it were, and read some stories and relax. And usually on Whiskey Wednesdays, what I like to do is take a first chapter from an author in the community. I reach out on social media and just ask, hey, is there anybody that would like me to read their first chapter on a live stream for free? And it's kind of a way for me to give back to the writing community as well, because I know how hard it is to market and get your stuff in front of people. And then, selfishly for me, I get the practice of narrating, right? And the exposure to genres that I wouldn't have had exposure to otherwise, right? So it's really cool. It's been going really good. We've had a lot of fantastic stuff submitted, and I've gotten the privilege to read on these Whiskey Wednesdays. And it's just something in the middle of the week that I really look forward to, right? It's hump day, and we get to relax and read, and enjoy the craft of the written word and the spoken word, as it were. And then, have fun with it too. So it's been fun. But yeah, so that's kind of what it is. You don't have to drink anything, but it's just kind of the vibe. We're chilling, relaxing, and reading. Is more the point, I guess. Speaking of drinking, I'm gonna put this up here because I'm so proud of myself for creating it. So hopefully it works. Let's see. There we go. That's what we're drinking tonight, is some Four Roses, because it fits with November, right? With or November, February. It's not November. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should cut back on the on the whiskey on the Whiskey Wednesday. February, Valentine's Day is what I went for. I don't know why I said November, but anyways, let's get into this next poem. And I think the thing is down here at the end. Thank you, Christy, for putting on all those things. If I messed those up, thank you for keeping me accountable to that there, because I could have transposed some of the stuff incorrectly. I think this one is done by Matthew Rhodes, I believe, and that's what's down at the end. And the next one is not Matthew, so I think that's right. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. I like this already. Can already tell what it's going to be about. All right. Oh, did the stream go offline? What happened? I hope it didn't go offline. Stream did go down. Okay. All right. Let me figure that out, and I'll be right back. What happened? Hope that's back up. Okay, it's back up on Twitch. Hey, Christy. Thank you, by the way. I was trying to say thank you for keeping me accountable here with putting in who did what on the poems there, because I think I might have transposed some of these wrong. Oh, and as if in punishment, another ad starts in 50 seconds. Love it, Twitch. Thank you so much. Okay, and I'm back on YouTube as well. Sweet. Okay, sorry about that. It's not a stream unless you have some kind of technical difficulty. It said something about stream encoder error. So whatever the encoding was doing with taking the video and turning it into a live stream, it was like, get lost. We'll jump back into the booth here in about, 3 minutes is probably when the ad break will be over. And then we'll get back to some poetry. We were about to jump into some more good ones here. Yeah, okay. Everything looks like it's running again. Hey, Joan on YouTube. Thank you for joining me for Whiskey Wednesday. You've experienced the first of probably A couple by the end of the stream. Technical glitches. Here you go, right? It's the nature of the beast with live, right? But yeah, we're doing poetry tonight, which looks like Twitch might be in. Well, it's not right now, but it will be here soon. It'll be in an ad break here soon. So we'll just we'll talk for a little bit. We'll hang out. We'll chill, and we'll jump back into the booth here in just a second and get the narration thing going. What are we drinking tonight? And it crashed right after this, so I hope it doesn't crash again. Let's try. There we go. Drink a little bit of Four Roses tonight. That's what we're drinking. When we get back to the booth, we'll return to that said beverage. Hopefully you are enjoying a nice beverage as well and just sitting back and relaxing while I freak out and try to get the stream going again. So there we go. That sound means here comes the ad break, and that'll be for 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then we'll jump back into the booth. I'm trying to think of like cool things to do while we're waiting on ads, right? So we're not just sitting here, you know, listening to me open mouth breathe for 1 minute and 30 seconds, right? Nobody wants that. Joan says, I enjoyed what I've heard so far. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Normally, it doesn't crash right in the middle of the stream, but we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. Maybe the streams here in the future will be even better sound-wise in the booth. I just got a new booth today. So right after this stream, I got to go put that in my garage somewhere. I've got to find some space. They delivered it via surprise. It's here. They were supposed to call me first and set up a delivery time, and they didn't. It just showed up, and I went, oh, I was going to clear out a space this weekend. Guess I'm clearing one out tonight. So it's still in my driveway. Still in my driveway. So I'm going to go get that in here before it rains, right? That's the thing. Ryder Lee, hi! How's it going? Thank you so much for joining. We just heard a poem or two from Ryder Lee, and we're going to remember to shout out Ryder Lee. Because I'm getting better at it, kind of, remembering to shout people out. We're doing the whole poetry theme this month, which is really cool. I haven't really read a lot of poetry, so this is cool for me. I like it. I'm digging the poem so far too. Y'all are pretty talented poets, and it's stuff that makes you think, which is cool. I like it. All right, I think we're back from our ad break. We're no longer being punished for our technical difficulty and our drop midstream, and we can jump back in the booth and go to town that way. All right, here we go. Let's get back to the booth. Yeah. All right. We're in the booth. All right. Oh, we're staring at the ceiling. Back here. Focus. We already went through this tonight, camera. Why do we have to do it again? You and I are going to have a talk after stream about how you should be focusing here, not there. Okay? All right. Anyways, let's jump back into some of our poetry here. And this one's going to be good. I like it. And then let me re-announce, because I don't know when it crashed. So this one is by Matthew Rhodes, I believe. And we'll be reading this one. I think it's going to be really good. Just the first couple words here. I'm like, interested? Go on. You'll see. All right, here we go. Communism, Marxism, socialism, capitalism, democracy. Meaningless words on a list of ever-growing ideologies created by those with power, a fascist few, a hand-selected representatives claiming to know the will of the governed. Yet, when money lines their greedy pockets, our needs are rejected for another's wants. When democracy fails in the eyes of the people, they take to the halls to voice concerns. Those who dissent are rewarded with incarceration by wolves cloaked as sheep. We have allowed our rights to be stripped so we can be protected from evil. Do you feel safer paying the cost of rights and liberties just for a sense of false security? The first becomes meaningless as Christianity moves to dictate actions and speech is stripped. Protesting made illegal with a vote, the stroke of a pen and thunderous applause. How many people will suffer before we say enough? I ask, who are you to dictate how I wish to live my existence? Claiming God's decree when you know nothing of the divine spirit? Using a long-dead code of conduct while skipping a few here and there for your own convenience, only to spout drivel about mortality when the Son of God hangs his head and weeps, by taking what's not yours and claiming to do it in the name of Christ. Dark clouds loom with the crash of thunder, or is it the sound of drums? Is it getting louder or fading? A lesson from the past come to repeat itself? No. It fades because we've let ourselves be stripped and primed by Stockholm. With our arms outstretched and bound, blindfolded and bent double, those we ask to represent us always service us the best way they know how. Dry. Like obedient sheep ready for slaughter, you idly stand by and watch in fear. Words become meaningless rhetoric to apathetic ears that only wish to silence all opposition. Patriotism is dead in a country full of nationalists fooling themselves into thinking otherwise. True patriotism comes from knowing there is a problem and offering to help fix it. So go ahead, silence me. You'll only be doing me a favor and adding one more log to your pyre. Matthew Rhodes. I don't know, could you sense the theme? That was good. Wow, okay. A lot of truth in there. A lot of truth in there. Interesting times we live in, don't we? That was good. That was a good one. All right. Unknown Soul. Oh, I really enjoy Unknown Soul stream as well. Another writer, reader, streamer here on Twitch. And this one is entitled Day... Oh, it is. I think it's for Day 1 for the different prompts that we had. So this one's for the Day 1 here. Yeah, for Day 1. A light shines through creating sharp lines. It shines for you. Rise from the shadows. You know it's here for you. Take a step out of the darkness. It's so simple. Just step into the light, and you will be seen, maybe heard too. Maybe for more than a second, more than a minute. But didn't you know? The light moves, and now the chase is on. Very good. Very good. I like that one too. I like the different... I wonder... I'm trying to pause at the end of every line as it's kind of broken down, which I wonder if that's kind of the intent in kind of meaning by spacing it down, is giving the pause and then the read of that next line and the pause to give you the feeling of what that means and adding on to it. That's kind of how I'm interpreting it, and maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. You let me know. Like I said, kind of at the beginning, I haven't really read a lot of poetry. I want to read more, though. This is fascinating. I love it. And I love learning about new things. My headset just cut out, so hopefully that didn't mean the stream stopped again. Maybe my headset just turned off. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think some poems this week were definitely upset about certain things. Yes, absolutely. Catching up on chat here as we go. Congrats on the new booth. Have fun putting that together. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but worth it. Totally worth it. Can't wait. Let's see. Catch up with Twitch here. Good to see you. Okay. I won't read that one out loud, but I want to rehash. Don't go Jason Waterfalls. Okay. Christy's poem. Yep. Unknown Soul. Sorry missed much stream. Working late today. Not a problem. Come back, please stream. Okay. Yeah, I think we might have dropped there for just a second again. But hopefully we're back. Looks like we're back. So. Okay, I think that was chat back and forth between Christy and you. Okay, cool. Awesome. I think we're caught up. And keep going. We'll keep going. All right, so Unknown Souls, day 2 entry here. Here we go. Loud voices, demanding fear, taking what is good. The hole I live in, adorned with dirty carpets and moldy tiles. This home, and the deeper into my den I go, the safer it is. Away from the threats, the terror. Leave me in my hovel, to rot in my own ignorance. This is heaven, my sliver of peace, my only escape. I can't identify with that for sure. Lottie, this is the day 2 entry for Lottie here. At twilight's break, as the 2 moons rise high, wild forests and oceans, 2 souls combined, my heart, my body, my soul, till I die, may all I give you to become aligned. From 2 become one of one soul, 2 flesh. Each breath, each heartbeat I do dedicate. Without you I wither, ripe for time's thresh. My purpose, my essence, to you create. My partner, my completion is with you. We traveled alone, our meeting is short. Our time together to carry us through. Together as one, to each we support. Take my hand, my heart, my soul, my love. Our love to last long as the moons above. Very different. I just want to break into all these and start picking them apart and talk about the meaning and stuff, but I don't know if that's appropriate. I don't know if we should do that. So we're just going to keep going. I'll pick it apart in my own head and discover its meaning to me internally. All right. Oh, Mama. All right. We have Mama's poem here. Awesome. All right. Sonnet Vows, poem 2. Okay. At twilight's break, as the 2 moons rise high, wild forests and oceans, 2 souls combined. My heart, my body, my soul, till I die. May all I give you to become aligned. From 2 become one, of one soul, 2 flesh. Each breath, each heartbeat I do dedicate. Without you I wither, ripe for time's thresh. My purpose, my essence, to you create. My partner, my completion is with you. We traveled alone, our meeting is short. Our time together to carry us through. Together as one, to each we support. To take my hand, my heart, my soul, my love. Our love to last long as the moons above. I think I copied that one twice, and I might have dedicated that to the wrong person above, I think. Or I put in the wrong one for Mama. I don't know what happened. There was some kind of copy and paste error there. My apologies. But I got to read it twice, a little faster that next time, because I realized right into it, I'm like, wait, we already read this one. And it's good. It's good. I don't know who wrote it. Oh, it is. It is Mama. Okay. There we go. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Christy, for keeping me honest here. Yikes. I need to do a better job of copying and pasting these for the next time. For sure. All right. Oh, and I believe, hopefully, I got this one right. Ryder Lee. Here we go. It's a haiku. Love 'em. Self-value. To be the true self, my past me reveres in awe. That is fulfillment. I like that. I kind of like all these haikus that are clever like this. I kind of want to frame them, Like you've seen those motivational posters that kind of I don't know. That's what it is kind of to me. They're cool. I love them. Spicy fruit salad. We got another one here. It looks like it's going to be a spooky poem. All right. The other me. The mirror shows what should be me, but something else grins back with glee. Ooh. That could be a prompt to start a whole story, you know what I mean? I like that. TJ Henry. Looks like a day 2 submission here, and I think this one is called Unbroken. And the formatting obviously broke when I pasted this, so I'm going to try. Unbroken, I believe is the title. Through storms, feet still move, unyielding as the mountain. Waves break, but I rise. I have another one here by Fruit Salad again. All right, awesome. Okay, because we're getting kind of into the day 3 prompts.
as we go down. So I kind of started at the top, like, and gathered all the ones from day 1, 2, and then 3, and kind of, went chronologically in that order as we went. So, and I think the challenge was to keep it below 25 words, I believe, for this one. Not that you had to, but I think that was like the prompt, right? And I won't read that part out loud, but I don't think this one is 25 words, but it's better as a result of not being 25 words. And that's the way it is, right? Write what your heart feels, I guess, what makes sense for no matter what the prompt is, right? It's just there as a guideline. So, all right, I believe this one is called Flickering Heartbeats. I stand alone, hollow yet determined, a desperate thief with a purpose. Once I was a lover, tender and giving. Now I take what isn't mine. Foremost is the heart, each one gathered for its steadfast purpose, the pulse of a warrior, fearless and brave, one flame beating to its heart's cadence. Second is the taper, each one carefully chosen for its kin, a lover's heart, unguarded and true, 2 flames burning to their destined end. Third is the mirror, reflecting the faces of chosen hearts, the wonder of an artist, creative and imaginative. 3 candles flicker, casting shadows of stolen lives. Fourth is the book, filled with the wisdom of ages, the heart of a sage, thoughtful and knowing, 4 flames glowing with ancient insight. Fifth is the thread, binding the hearts together, the heart of a caregiver, selfless and giving, 5 flames forming a star's design. I wait, no longer empty, but filled with hope, for the sixth to ignite and bring back the love I thought I'd lost. Once I was whole, a lover with a heart. Now that I have given what was mine. Okay, I think I got that right, because it went down on the page break there. I like that one. Lee, another one. I think it might have been from today even too. Yep, another day 3 prompt, okay. Okay. And then, did you end up rewriting the Bonds Over Bloodlines one? Because I think I just grabbed it, whichever one was there at 8 o'clock this morning. 8:27, I think, is the timestamp on this one. So, hopefully it's the most current one. And and it pasted funky again, so I don't know if I have stanzas, right? There's the term. I don't know if I have that correctly here, but we'll go through it. Bonds over bloodlines. Sages speak of bonds over bloodlines. Such words ring profoundly within when my bloodline runs sour in my veins, having drained my essence for an age, warping the world's light so I see dark. I covet the days I spend with those whose voices sing surges of power, and in turn I join the loving chorus, sharing honey-sweet lyrics for us, for all, as our vein runs golden rivers, revived. I like that. I'm rereading it. There's cool little parts to it, All right, and then, last but definitely not least, Christy. We have one from you. All right. And this one, I think the prompt was write about your top goal for the year and what it means to you. So I think that's what the context of this one is. And we'll get into this one. So awesome. Watch the clock, tick-tock, another start of the year. Watch the clock, tick-tock, crowds begin to cheer. Too far gone, the seconds pass, fortnight resolutions die. Too far gone, years astray, souls no longer try. Lethargy, the early grave, dreams slip away. Continue pushing forward. To be is to be brave. I like that. Let's go. I like the little tick-tock, watch the clock. I like that. Isn't it to be is not to be, right? Whatever the thing is. To be or not to be. No, fantastic poems, all of you. All of you are so talented. I'm kind of jealous. I wish I could write stuff like this. This was a lot of fun, and I got a lot out of this, and I want to kind of go back and reread through a lot of these too, because I'm sure there's meaning behind some of this that I just kind of just missed on cursory glance through in the first read through. And maybe that's the thing with, poetry is, every time you read it, you gather more meaning out of it, right? I don't know what it is to write it, obviously, but to read it and interpret it for yourself, I think is interesting. I definitely want to kind of go back through and pull more stuff out of it, more meaning out of these. They're fantastic. Some of these are just absolutely fantastic. Not some, all of them are fantastic. So keep it up, and we'll be reading probably more next week too. If we have some more submissions and people want to share, which I hope they do. This was really fun, and I like this. It almost makes me want to have like a poetry segment, right? Maybe we do like a little bit of poetry at the end, just for giggles, right? I remember in school, like reading through poetry, and it's like with anything that you read in school, right? You're like, I don't want to read it because it's an assignment, right? But I really wish I would have paid more attention, especially to the poetry section, because I know there's so much great stuff out there, and there's a lot of it that I've probably missed, just being that kid that's like, poetry, right? But that's with anything, I guess. But anyways, before I keep rambling, we should do definitely some more poetry. And we will be doing more poetry all this month. This is going to be fantastic. Let's go back to the desk. Let's wrap it up and close the stream, and I can get outside and bring my booth inside. So let's do that, if I can find my remote here. And I'll meet you all back at the desk. All right, I'm back. I should have like a little movie or an animation or something that I time myself how long it normally takes me to get back to the desk, so you just don't have to stare at my chair. Or maybe people like the chair better. I don't know. Chair stream. Anyways, let's catch up with chat for a little bit here. Okay. I just edited our. Okay. Oh, and we added Chai Latte by Creative. Okay, we'll have to add that one to the list. I'm gonna add that in there. We'll do it right now, because otherwise I will forget. We have a little drink thing on the channel. Just interested, what's your favorite beverage that you like to drink? And we have some stuff in there already. And it originally started out, I think I had it as ice cream flavors. But we're going to add chai latte to it. Heck yeah. I like chai lattes, actually. I used to like getting, it was like one of the only things I really liked from Starbucks was their chai tea latte. Just, and I used to get it with almond milk, right? It was like the foo-fooiest drink I would get. I'm originally from Seattle, and Starbucks started out like just, it was super good, and then it just quickly went downhill, in my opinion, as they started to branch out with the franchise. I used to love just their black roast coffee, but that's like, they like burn it now. It's like the thing I don't want to get, and I go to the mom and pop, stands now, because you get better coffee there, like the craft coffee, for the connoisseur of the coffee. But anyways, let's see here. Go back through all the stuff that I missed. Have many haikus like that. Oh, regularly sweet. I love haikus. They're so fun. I didn't even realize I loved them as much as I do. Self-value. Okay. The other me. Thank you, Chrissy, for doing that as we were going on. I super appreciate that, because I think I was borking all of these up tonight. Should be 2 stanzas. Okay, so I read the older one, but you know what? I'll grab the good one and we'll read it on the next one. We'll make it up, right? We'll put it on there because it's good. That's good. I'm good that it flowed like that for a cold read. Yeah. Yeah, like some of them I
I copied and pasted them into like a notepad, and then I transposed it over to Word so that I could save it over to my Google Drive and pull it up on the iPad and I annotate, because that's what I use to do, you know, the reading and markup if I have to. It's just kind of the format I'm used to. But I guess whenever I did from whatever notepad to Word to I annotate, some of them that I copy and pasted took all the formatting out of it, and it was just one big long line. So I had kind of like guess where the stanzas were supposed to be on some of them, which was interesting. So I'll do a better job of that next time. I've been so impressed with all these poems. Yeah, fantastic poems, really, really. Everyone was telling me how intimidated they were. They were all silly because there was, well, yeah, dude, these were all fantastic. There's nothing to worry about. Catch up on YouTube here for a little bit. Okay, Joan had to leave. Sorry, I probably missed you there because that was at 7:51. But thank you for joining for as long as you could. And Steve said, dudes, I love me a vanilla chai latte. I know, they're so good. They're so good. I can't have as much sugar as what's in them now, but wow, that used to be like if we're going to go to Starbucks, that's what I'm getting. Catch it back up here with Twitch. Justin's voice enhances everything. Stop, my head's gonna get bigger. But thank you. Yes, Christy's poem, fantastic. That's your first poem in probably 20 years, really? Write more of them. You're good at it. I have to lurk now, wind down for bed. Hey, thank you for coming along regularly. I appreciate it. We're gonna end here soon anyways. Have a nice lurk. Okay, we already lurked. Okay, good. I'm caught up. All right. Centurion's lurking. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the lurk. Okay, you were right. The 2B was a Hamlet reference. Nailed one. All right, here's the challenge. I got a little bit of information to share. We're going to rapid fire it off because 2 minutes, we have another ad break. Let's beat the ad break. Let's get out of here. Let's pass on the love to another person's channel. If you're here on Twitch, if on YouTube, you're just going to see it end. And we'll say goodbye and thank you for joining. So here's the information that we need to pass real quick before that happens. Starting next week, we're going to be doing more live streams. That's right. More content for you and for me. Macabre Mondays, we're going to do horror, science fiction kind of stuff. Whiskey Wednesdays, always going to be here. And then Throwback Thursdays, where we do that public domain kind of stuff. And we reach back to our roots of American literature. And maybe some fun stuff thrown in there too, just for Throwback Thursdays. You'll see, keep coming, and maybe some more voice acting stuff to come as well. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me tonight. And thank you for everybody that submitted their poems tonight too. It was fantastic. I got a lot out of it, and I hope you did too. It's just kind of one of those art forms that I guess I've just missed for some reason. Poetry, why not, right? Fantastic stuff today. You all are very talented, and I'm really looking forward to reading more throughout the week. And then, hey, sharing it with you all here again for next Whiskey Wednesday. And maybe some even more stuff as it comes. We'll see how stuff develops throughout the week. So I got to get out of here. I got to go get a booth inside. And we're going to pass it off. See who's on. Who can we share the love with right now? Who is doing some reading, streaming? Oh, Neff is on. Neff is doing some reading, streaming. I need to make some more reader friends. That's what I need to do. So I need to hop around there and find some more friends. Not to take away from Neff at all. Neff is absolutely fantastic. And I've been hounding him to get into narration because I really, really like Neff's voice. But let's do a raid and run here. Let's try to beat the... All right, I got to copy his channel name. Must do it quickly. Can't find... Oh, there, I got it, finally. All right. I'll see you over there for a little bit. I'm probably going to raid and run, though. I will see you all there. Thank you again. See you next Monday. 6 o'clock. PST. Everything's going to 6 o'clock. That's what we're going to do. I made up my mind. I'll see you there. Thank you so much. Here we go. Bye, YouTube. Thank you for joining me. Hey, Steve. Here we go. Bye.
Fucking weirdos. Clearly, you don't realize you're in a
look, I'm rating
library.
myself. What up, Fife?